Let's look at this hand, which was a bagging situation. There's some special features about it, like our score is 469, so we're very close to reaching 500, the ending point. First opponent's bid 4, my teammate only 1, his teammate bids 1. So it's at 6 before I bid. So usually I would only bid 2 with this hand. I would only give myself the ace and the king. I don't really see another sure point. Just because I see their intention to bag us so thoroughly, I bump it up by 1. Total bid is 9, by the way, very low. So first of all, what I do is evaluate my hand. What you like in bagging situations is, of course, low cards and high cards of the same suit with enough low cards as exit cards. Basically, if you win a point, then you want to have a card where you know, okay, I'm not gonna be stuck winning point after point. I'm gonna have a safe low card that I can use to give someone else the point and the lead, which becomes especially relevant if you have a void. Maybe you have a lot of high diamonds. That's a bit my troubleshoot. But if you don't have clubs and you know someone else has a club, you can exit the diamond color after winning a trick with the 2. Hope that someone leads the club and then throw off one of the higher diamonds. So yeah, I'm looking pretty good in these colors because I have low cards accompanying higher ones. Diamond is a bit tricky and spade is a bit tricky. Let's see how it goes. So the 5, okay, he plays the queen. So usually when my teammate plays a high card and I'm very sure I will make my bid, I will just over trump it with my ace or king. In this particular case, I have overbid, so I will just play the 9. So he wins the suit with the queen. Then you can already ask yourself, what does that mean? Does it mean he maybe has few cards in that suit and plays the highest one first? Or does it mean he just has a lot of high cards in that suit? A lot of times also in this situation people play the queen because they want other people to win the ace or king early and then they get rid of one of their highest cards. That is in general one of the strategies, that you lead one of the middle cards first if you don't have plenty low cards and see who wins the trick, so that you get rid of your middle card, and if they let you win, then they kind of waste their low cards and you also have more information as to what to do next. But let's see, I play the 9 in this case. I still have the 2 as a safe exit card. He leads the heart next, which is nice. So in a bagging situation, you have bid certain cards as points. For me, that is the ace, the king, and maybe the jack. How you want to look at it is that you want to win those tricks, and if you win other tricks, then you know where to cut off, you know? Let's say I win with the jack a point or with the 10, then I know, okay, I'm gonna have to find a way to throw the jack away or the king or the ace, you know? Because those are the tricks that I counted at the beginning. That is a way to stay safe, that you still make your points, but also stay aware that you have to balance out additional books. Here I just play low for the reason, firstly, I know we will be able to give the opponent team this point. He plays the 5, the 2, I have the 3 and the 4. And I haven't counted any of those hard tricks. So that means I can, without taking any risk, I can lose those hard tricks. I don't have to worry about making points with the queen or the jack. Okay, he wins the point with the king. Plays the 4. Okay, it's the second round of diamonds. And yeah, it's just an opportunity for me to take one of my tricks. Another option would be to play the 2. The problem of that is you always ideally want to leave yourself one low card of each suit. Okay, so I win the trick with the king, one of the ones I had counted on. Now this is a convention to play the highest card of your shortest suit once you have the lead. To signal your partner, you want to know where your short suits are and where your partner's voids are. First of all, it is a medium-high card, so it is plausible that someone would play an ace or a king that they have counted on over it. So it leaves me flexibility behind, because I still have the 5 to give the lead away. And my teammate also does it right, I would say. He could play even higher, but in this case he plays the card just under or just over. And what that achieves is that my opponent to the right can't waste one of their higher cards, but he doesn't waste one of his lowest. And the opponents also play a similar strategy. They dug a bit lower. Okay, then next I play my 3, an exit card. I knew this was one of the lowest cards, and I can get the lead away. With anything between 2 and 4, you always will get the lead off you. With a 5, it might be that the person has the 3, but 3 is a very good exit card. He plays a 7, which means he has relatively high cards, that's good. And my teammate is void of it, which is very good to know. It's always good to know what suits different people are void of, especially in bagging situations, because there's especially good to know, firstly, what suits my teammate is void of, so I know if I have a low card of that suit, that he won't be taking the trick. He can throw off one of his problematic medium-high cards that often take the unwanted tricks in bagging situations. And even more so, or to the same extent, it's very good to know what the opponents are void of as well, right? Because you can have a low card like a 2 or a 4, but if both opponents are void of it, and maybe your teammate not, then you will still be winning the trick with it. That's another thing to pay attention to. The better you get, the easier it will be for you to take all those factors into consideration. Okay, so this went well. They get a point. What opponent on the right now does correctly is he already sees, okay, we win the point. He played the 7, the highest card. He now plays his highest card so that he only has lower cards left and makes sure he can give us backs. So that was well played by him, playing the ace there. Yeah, an important move that you should also do. Let's just play my highest card, so at least we are having more low cards left. Okay, he plays the 4. And lucky that I got rid of my 10 earlier. Now I can play my 5, which is pretty safe. And he gets this point with the king now. And my teammate also does the right thing. He plays exactly one lower, the queen. I mean, that's the idea, right? If you're able to always play one under the opponent, then you can get rid of the maximally high card without winning a trick. Especially since he has already won his bid. Also, the good thing is he wasted one of his low cards. So I know next time I play club, I might still get him, because it's always good to see when do they play their low cards and how likely is it that they still have higher left. Plays a 9, my partner's void of it, that's good. I mean, we are already pretty close to our bid, so partner manages to get rid of a lot of his diamonds, which is good. And I also decide to duck. Sometimes I would play the queen, but so many hearts have been played that it's not that dangerous to have high hearts if there's barely any cards of hearts left in the deck. Okay, now I actually get a bit lucky there. The opponent thinks 9 must be the highest, so I waste my spade, and that allows me to get rid of a crucial heart here. I think that was the last heart in the deck that was played as well. So he got rid of his 9. And I play my highest with the assumption that they might have higher spades left. Also with the assumption that my teammate might have at least one high spades. Sometimes you want to play your higher cards, because I know with the 8 I would have also probably won the trick. He would have also ducked with the 7. So then I play a bit higher, so that firstly it's an opportunity for my partner to throw off his highest as well. And I am more flexible afterwards because I have a lower card behind. So you want to leave yourself the flexibility of knowing, okay, with the 2 of diamond I can still give my lead away, and with the 8 of spades, people also have higher spades here, I can also still give the lead away. Okay, so my partner does that right, he plays the queen. What he also does right, I think, is playing the 3 afterwards. He knows that this guy who has bid the most probably has the highest spades, and that's why he thinks, okay, I can get the lead away from me with the 3. I play the 8. Unfortunately, we did get that point. The spade suit with 2 medium to high cards and no low exit card. It was always going to be a problem to not win a trick with either of them, but also they were too low to bid. But afterwards we have gotten rid of all our spades and he is just sitting on all of his spades. Yeah, we avoid the last back. So they did manage to give us that back, but we managed to give them 3 actually. So yeah, to sum it up, Of course, we start with the intuitive assumption if we play low cards, that is the best, and we should do that as often as possible in bagging situations. I hope what I show here is that at the beginning, to lead medium-high cards, and depending on if you get the trick or if you don't get the trick, you can adjust afterwards and then try to get rid of the tricks you originally counted on. If they take the trick, you could even potentially set them if you get too many of those medium-high tricks. Yeah, to main flexibility is very important, to always ideally have one low card left in a suit that you know your opponents still have higher cards left, so that you don't end up being in the lead for 5 turns and just having to get trick after trick. Of course, the importance of knowing and remembering who is void in what suit. The other point is that if you see your teammate already wins the trick or plays a medium-high card that is very likely to win the trick, you can either slightly underplay or overplay it if someone is still behind it, or just play your highest card or even your highest spade possible, so that you get rid of one of your highest, most problematic card, which has the side benefit, firstly, that you later won't get the trick for it, and also that it's more likely that they will stay in the lead at the end for multiple turns in a row, as we have seen here, where me and my teammate got rid of our highest spades, the queen and the jack, at once. And then they were kind of just winning 3 tricks with the spades at the end. Yeah, exactly. You can try it out. I think I will do another video. And thank you for listening.